Holy Tzaddikim and Tzaddikot. I just came back from shul a little while ago. An unbelievably powerful tefillah we had in our shul, a local Beit Knesset here in Israel, in Ramat Beit Shemesh. Something called a Tekes Ma'avar, a special ceremony of transitioning from Yom Hazikaron, a very heartfelt, powerful, sad, difficult day here in Israel, a day where we remember the ultimate sacrifice that more than 25,000 soldiers gave, and 5,000 victims of terror plus gave for this beautiful land, for the people. And the transition from that into the great sense of joy and pride of celebrating Yom Haatzmaut, Israel Independence Day, a day where as Jews we feel so proud of the Jewish people and the Jewish homeland. And for me, I can tell you it's very difficult. I imagine for most people in Israel, I find the transition to be extremely difficult because, when the siren is sounding here in Israel and everyone stands, first of all, it gets me every time. I always start tearing up because you really, living here, you feel the pain of so many families who have lost sons or daughters, husbands, and fathers, and children who will grow up without their father, and parents who have buried their sons or their daughters, which is unthinkable. It's unnatural, right? It's always supposed to go the opposite, and that pain then leads right into such a level of deep joy that comes with Yom Haatzmaut. Really the celebration of what it means to live free inside of our ancestral homeland, not just Medinat Yisrael, which is of course 77 years old, but Eretz Yisrael, the land of Israel, which has been promised to us for more than 3,000 years. When we got the Torah at Har Sinai, Moshe Rabbeinu, 3,335 years. That's when God, in the book it was written. But even before that, to Avram, to Avram Avinu, promise that God was going to give this land to the Jewish people. And for us to be able to live here, and for all of you to be able to either live here or to come spend a year here, or come visit here, to be, whenever you so feel, thank you, Hashem. What a schut, what a special privilege to be able to be here in this precious land. But like most things in life that have value, it's not free. The price is expensive. Jewish blood, precious brothers and sisters. And you know what? We could have made this video years ago also, same story. But since October 7th, 2023, a year and a half ago, it's so real. It's so raw. Like everyone is inside of this story. The sacrifice is happening today, with crazy fires we were dealing with in the Holy Land, which we already know, at least partially, was caused by our cousins, and we're in the middle of intense battle, even recently losing brothers and sisters in war, again to defend this beautiful land and to defend and protect our incredible brothers and sisters. It's so real, and it's so raw, and it's so hurtful, and it's so painful, and at the same time, I don't know, all I could feel is thank you, Hashem. Thank you to all Hashem's messengers, our holy soldiers who have sacrificed so much to defend this land, not just the ones who were killed, but the ones who are living Al Kiddush Hashem, to die Al Kiddush Hashem, and to live Al Kiddush Hashem. Thank you to our precious soldiers, to everyone who sacrifices, to the wives or husbands of the soldiers, to the fathers and mothers, to the children of our precious soldiers, to the first respond units, the ambulances and the hospital workers and the doctors and everyone who sacrifices so much the police, of course, who sacrifices so much so that we can enjoy life here in the land of Israel. And I have such a deep sense of hakarat hatov, of being thankful to Hashem for the zchut, not only to live here, the zchut, the privilege to sacrifice. What a privilege it is to sacrifice for something that is so worthy of the sacrifice. How many times in life do you see people sacrificing for garbage, for nothing, right? People sacrificing so much time and effort for what? So they can have a bit more money so they can spend it on garbage. In Israel, it is in the fabric of this country, of the people here, sacrifice. It's part of the land, it's part of the air, it's part of the mentality here. But it's not just sacrifice, it's sacrifice for something that is so precious, so valuable, so meaningful, so holy. It's sacrifice for your fellow brother, your sister. It's sacrifice for the precious land, the dirt and the air that God promised us over 3,000 years ago. It's a sacrifice that is so meaningful. It's a sacrifice to have the Torah alive, where it's meant to be. What an incredible privilege it is to sacrifice for this land. And when you realize the privilege, it allows you to smile and be truly happy on Yom Haatzmaut. It's not that we turn off the pain of Yom Hazikaron. It's that you realize that the pain and the sacrifice of Yom Hazikaron is the exact ingredients. It is exactly what allows us to enjoy Yom Haatzmaut. It's because the things in life that are worth anything are the ones that we sacrifice for. And that's what makes Israel so special. Eretz Yisrael niknet b'yisurein. It is acquired. It is something we only have through hardship, through pain. And so, we're going to celebrate Yom Haatzmaut. Tonight, like I said in Shul, unbelievable. The singing, the dancing, one with another, singing our hearts out. Zeh hayom asa Hashem nagila v'nisbrabo. This is the day that God made it, that we were going to rejoice and we're going to celebrate that God gave us this land again to live in, to flourish, to prosper. Not forgetting for a second, leaning into the sacrifice. Not forgetting for a second the sacrifice, but with that sacrifice, having a deep sense of joy and appreciation to the Almighty and to the people who He sent here to sacrifice, of how lucky we are to be in such a land. We are, throughout history, I heard the rabbi, my shul, my Gottlieb say, from the time of the Mishnah, we're talking about thousands of years, Jewish presence in the Torah hasn't flourished like it does today. The amount of Torah, the amount of Jews, the amount of life and building and holiness in this land, it's nothing short of miraculous. And so, we'll sum it up with, Hodu Lashem Kitov Ki Ulam Chasto. Tomorrow I'm going to sing Hallel. Thank you, Hashem. Hodu Lashem Kitov Ki Ulam Chasto. Thank you, Hashem, for giving us the precious gift of Eretz Yisrael. Wishing all of the holy tzaddikim and tzaddikot a Yom Haatzmaut Sameach.